Peace of mind doesn't come easily these days. On one hand, we are trying to get back to normal after 12 insane days of war with Iran. But the truth is, there hasn't really been a normal here since October 7th. Life has been an emotional roller coaster ever since, and I find myself drawn more and more to the quiet moments, the small comforts of daily life. Welcome and welcome back. If this is your first time here, my name is Moran. I'm a maker and homebody from Israel. I share these daily life vlogs as a gentle space, a bit of peaceful escapism, both for myself and hopefully for you too. Today is Eyal's birthday and we plan to spend a lovely day together. First, we came to visit a special place, a workshop that once belonged to a carpenter who built our kitchen as well as all the cabinets in our home. Now the space is owned by his son, who has transformed it into a beautiful showroom filled with furniture and home accessories imported from Sweden and Denmark. We are here to visit an old friend and also to pick up my birthday gift for Eyal.
היה מושלם. כיף. ביי.
We continue the celebration at a new tapas bar by the beach in Tel Aviv. I missed the beach walks and we both felt drawn to the sea today. Luckily, we got seats at the bar, which we always enjoy. It's the best spot to watch the action and share plates. We eat a variety of fresh fish and vegetable dishes. Everything is simply delicious and just the way we like it, whole foods made with fresh ingredients. Despite the heat, we plan to take a long walk along the shore after lunch. Now I feel how I miss these beach walks. We used to come here almost every weekend, but life has been turned upside down since October 7th. Now with my feet touching the hot sand, I feel how strongly the sea affects my nervous system. But then I see this huge sign out in the water and it's hard to fully settle into that beachside calm. Peace of mind doesn't come easily these days. We spent quite some time at the beach, then headed back home to celebrate with the kids and enjoy a special cake that Eyal got from work. after my usual morning tidy up, I'm heading into the kitchen and starting with a new batch of kefir. This time I want to turn part of it into a dessert that Maya really loves, so it will be ready when she comes over for our Friday dinner. Our kefir grains are quite grown up at this point, and the consistency of our kefir is becoming more and more like a yogurt. Some of you mentioned in the comments that it's not necessary to wash the glass jar with every batch, but I still like to give it a good wash every few batches. Can you see the green onions I'm trying to grow in this tiny little ceramic pot? They actually started to grow a bit. So, as you may have already noticed, my YouTube channel has a new name now. I finally made a decision and chose to call it Mdays. This channel was formerly known as Crochet Objet Knitting, and while the name has changed, the heart of this space remains exactly the same. The name Mdays reflects what this channel has gently grown into over time. Small glimpses into my days, making, nesting, cooking, healing, and sharing life with you. It is still the same maker, me, still the same calm rhythm, just with a name that feels closer to what these vlogs have truly become. Choosing this name was a bit of a journey for me, and you were a big part of it. Many of you shared your thoughts and kind suggestions when I asked for help, and I'm so grateful for that. A lot of you really love Days with Mo, and I did too, but something about including only the letter M just felt right, more than Mo or Moan, which I know can be a bit tricky to pronounce if your native language isn't Hebrew. M stands for so many things close to my heart, making, mindful moments, mothering. Even the shape of the letter M reminds me of a little home. And of course, it also stands for Moran. So Mdays is really about all of that, about ordinary days filled with meaning, about the gentle rhythm of daily life at home, and the makings that bring me joy. And what I tell here is simply my story, life through my own eyes. I'm not trying to tell the whole story of anything, just my small side of it, and as I experience and live it. And nothing here is really changing, just the name. I'll continue sharing my patterns and yarny projects along with cooking, homemaking, and everyday moments that have become part of this space. The name Crochet Objet will remain the same on my Etsy and Ravelry stores and on my website. Those stay just as they are, and you will still find all the links down below in the description box of this video. And this space, now called Mdays, will continue to be a warm, familiar place I hope you will return to again and again. And I chose to share this little update now because July felt like the right time. It's both Eyal's and my birthday month, and somehow that made this change feel even more meaningful. So yeah, and while my sourdough starter does her thing, I'm heading to the studio to make some progress on something new and exciting that's coming your way. Today I plan to add my new pattern, the Narration Shawl, to Etsy and Ravelry. The name of this pattern is deeply connected to the storytelling journey I've been on through this YouTube space. The Narration Shawl is the second pattern I designed in collaboration with Mayak Fibers as part of the retreat I was meant to teach at in the Dolomite last June. And as many of you already know, I couldn't attend that retreat because of the war with Iran. My flight was cancelled and I was completely heartbroken, truly mourning. And now it's time to publish this pattern and finally make it available to everyone. After sharing the Emma tea, which you welcomed so warmly, thank you so much for that. I'm now preparing the release of this second design. So today I'll be uploading the Narration Shawl to both of my shops. It's scheduled to be published on July 17th. And I want everything to be ready in time. I'm not sure if I'll be able to share a dedicated video about this pattern very soon, as I did with the Emma tea, so I thought I'd take a moment to tell you a little bit about it here today. The Narration Shawl is a crochet pattern worked from the top down with raglan style shaping that gives it a beautiful drape, almost like a lightweight cardigan. It's simple to make, yet very rich in details. Soft puff stitches rows in a contrast color, a delicate frilled edge, and front straps for an elegant wearable finish. The pattern includes 2 length options, so you can choose the version that suits you best and also suits the yarn you chose to work with. I have 2 samples of the Narration Shawl here with me today. The original one that I made using Fior di Lino, the beautiful new wool and linen blend by Mayak Fibers. For the contrast puff rows, I used Baby Yak Lace Held Double. And the second sample is made by one of my lovely local testers, a fellow maker from our Mdays knit group. She used hand-dyed fingering sock yarn for the main color, and for the contrast puff stitch row, she used silk mohair held double. It turned out absolutely stunning. Both versions have a beautiful drape, and now I'm checking the last details and trying to choose wisely the pictures that I'm going to include in Etsy and Ravelry. I photographed the shawl in Paris at the Musée d'Orsay when we visited Paris last March. Though the halls were incredibly busy and the indoor lighting was a bit tricky and challenging, I managed to find a quiet corner, and it felt like a perfect setting for this refined, timeless piece. And now I'm simply editing a few new pictures and adding them to the Etsy listing and then to Ravelry as well. I'm also working on a short video from some of the footage I captured in Paris, which will be also included in the Etsy listing. In my last daily life vlog, I shared a dessert we've been really enjoying lately. So today I'm going to make it together with you and share the recipe. It's sugar-free and low carb and honestly so simple and delicious. I'm preparing the dark chocolate in a glass jar. Last time I made this dessert, I used 200 grams of 90% dark chocolate, but it turned out to be a little too much. So this time I'm using 100 grams of 90% and 50 grams of 100% dark chocolate. So it's a total of 150 grams chocolate. I will melt it gently over a bain-marie along with about a tablespoon of butter. You can also gently melt it in the microwave if this is what you prefer. After the chocolate melts into a lovely velvety cream, I add about a teaspoon of coconut oil and give it a gentle stir. And now comes the hardest part of all, spreading the blueberries and raspberries and trying to get them evenly across the tray. And today, because you are here, I add a little bit of allulose to gently sweeten the mixture. But last time I didn't add any sweetener at all, so it's really up to you. And now I simply spread the mixture as evenly as I can over the berries. And lastly, I sprinkle a little bit of Himalayan salt on top just before popping it into the freezer. My sourdough starter is now active and bubbly, just on time. So next I'm going to mix today's sourdough. Like I mentioned in my previous vlog, I recently been sticking to a dough that's made mostly from rye flour with about 80% rye flour. And thank you, by the way, thank you to the lovely follower here who gently pointed out that I should pronounce it rye flour and not ray flour. I'm really grateful for your help in improving my English. It really feels like I'm being gently taken care of by this lovely community here, and I'm so thankful for that. So my dough today is pretty much the same as in my previous vlog, a small loaf that suits our family needs. I received a lovely question from someone here who said they've been baking sourdough for about a year but still can't get their dough to hold its shape before baking. I'm definitely not an expert, but I can try and share a few tips that might help based on my experience. It could be that you are using too much starter or that you are mixing the dough after your starter has passed its peak. You want to make sure you use it when it's at its highest bubbly point before it starts to fall. Also, check the water to flour ratio. Whole grain flours usually need more water while white flour might need a little less. And depending on your climate, you might want to pop your shaped dough into the freezer for a few minutes before baking. That can sometimes help to hold its shape better. I hope this helps, and thank you so much for reaching out to me with your question. Now it's already lunchtime and I enjoy some quality time with Uri. Yesterday's loaf is getting a little bit hard, but Uri still enjoys it. I'm craving my chocolatey berries for dessert, but it looks like they haven't had enough time in the freezer, so they will have to wait just as they are, no bites taken, until Friday dinner. I'm heading back to the studio now to finish uploading the Narration Shawl to Ravelry. It's scheduled to be published on July 17th, 2025, hopefully right around the time this vlog goes live. And to celebrate the release, I'm offering a 20% off on both Etsy and Ravelry, no code needed. The special offer will be available throughout the weekend after the release. I will link the pattern down below in the description box for you as soon as it is published. I will also announce the release on Instagram, but hopefully you here on YouTube are the first to know, and I really hope you will enjoy making it. Mayak Fibers will be offering yarn kits in my original colorway as well as other color options that I selected for them. So if you'd like to make your narration shawl using the same yarn I used, Fior di Lino and Baby Yak Lace Double, check out their online shop, or feel free to use any yarn you love or have easy access to. And a huge thanks to my wonderful testers who helped me make the pattern clear and share their stunning shawls on Ravelry. I'm so grateful for your time and support, and I can't wait to see you all again soon for the test of my next design. I'm really not sure when or if I'll be able to upload a dedicated video for the narration shawl pattern, so I'm very glad I could share a bit about it here today. I hope the details I shared will be helpful to you and that you will enjoy the special 20% off on both Etsy and Ravelry throughout the weekend after the release. And before closing this vlog, I want to share something small that really touched my heart this week. I always read through your comments here on YouTube, and I'm so thankful that you take the time to write to me. I truly read each and every word with so much gratitude. This week, one comment especially caught my attention. It said, "God walks among the pots." I was curious to learn what it meant, and when to look into it, I was deeply touched. It's just a beautiful reminder that the divine can be found in the everyday, even in simple, humble tasks like cooking and caring for our homes. God walks among the pots. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I hope to see you soon on the next one.